Hey everyone, hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all having a great week and a great day. Um, Today I will be discussing different things about preparing for law school essentials and prep courses and LSAT prep books. Right here in front of you are my website addresses. It's www.lsatbeyond.com, and that particular website talks about law school information as well as LSAT information as well. And then I have aliciamenzi.com, and that's my channel name. And then also, guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you can get updates. I not only do like law school information updates, I have videos here on this channel in reference to just all kinds of different, like natural hair, and then also makeup as well, and then some vegan information as well. So you can subscribe to my channel to get updates. All right, now I showed this in the previous video, and if y'all haven't seen my other videos, y'all can go check that out. I can put a playlist down in the description box, and then also, guys, I will put links up in the video on either side that y'all can click and check out those videos as well. This right here is, and I showed this before, it's the silent timer. This is a good pacing timer if you're practicing for the LSAT and you're going through practice tests. And by the way, guys, if you're using practice tests, make sure you're using the official prep tests that are administered by the Law School Admissions Council. And this timer is good for pacing. What you can do is set it for how many minutes you need it for. Like each section is 35 minutes on a law school admissions test. So when you set it, it gives you, it lets you know, and then also, you guys, you can put in how many questions you're doing. Like if you're doing 23 questions in a section with 35 minutes, it'll let you know as far as your pacing, as far as the questions and things is concerned. And I'll put more information in the description box about the silent timer. And of course, as always, I always talk about the LSAT prep book as well. Make sure you get the ones that were administered in the past. This one right here in particular that I have right here goes from December 2010 to December 2013, and it has 10 prep tests in this book. This is the thick one. You can get the thinner ones of these, guys, and you'll be good to go. So also, guys, make sure you read the introduction of these books. It gives you an insight of why certain skills are tested on the LSAT, why certain skills are tested on the law school admissions test, and it talks about reliability, why the test has been used for so long. This reliability research on the LSAT. It also talks about logical reasoning questions, analytical reasoning questions. And you can get these books from Amazon.com as well as BarnesandNoble.com, and you can get these from some bookstores. But I noticed that even Barnes and Noble, when I try to get like the thick ones like these, they don't have them. They have like the thin ones. I like the thin ones also. I prefer those actually when I'm doing like one at a time tests in a 3.5-hour period. They're easier to handle, and they're easier to go back and check the answers and things like that. And plus you can carry them easier. They're a lot less weight. It's easier to just put in your backpack and go. I mean, you can put these in your backpack, but the thinner ones are like easier to put more in your backpack and things like that. So, and this is just one of them. And like I said, this is from two tests, 10 tests that were administered in the past. These are tests that were actually given out by Law School Admissions Council, past LSATs from December 2010 to December 2013. And then I also show here on my channel more recent tests as well, these books, the thin ones as well. So make sure you go check out those other videos. As far as LSAT courses, now, I know I want to discuss about courses and books and law school and essentials. So this video, make sure you stay tuned throughout until the end, because I'm gonna go through that information with you. So as far as law school, as far as LSAT prep courses, a lot of people talk about Power Score. Power Score is very popular. I've talked about Power Score here on my channel, and I talked about Power Score in other videos as well. Mostly in those videos, I talked about their prep books, like the Power Score Bibles and things like that. And for those of y'all that don't know what Power Score is a test prep company. They don't just prep people for the LSAT, they prep people for other tests as well. But they're of course, the law school preparation, they're well known for prepping people for the law school admissions test. And I talked about in a previous video how they the information that they provide. They have a blog also. Make sure y'all check out their blog too. It's really good because they have like information, like updates, and they have webinars, and their webinars are free. Back in 2014, I took a webinar, and the webinar was an hour long. And normally at the time in 2014, the webinars were that particular one was $25 normally, and they were doing the webinar for free, which was great. It was awesome. They provided good information. It was 1 hour. They went through like logic games, information, diagramming, which I struggle with, and I thought it was really good. I was like, if it even wasn't for free, I would pay the $25, and not only $25, I paid more. I paid $50 for that 1 hour. I thought it was amazing. So Power Score, their blog is good. Check out their webinars. They have webinars coming up, so make sure you go to their website and their blog to check out their webinars as well. So also guys, as far as other courses like Kaplan and Manhattan, I haven't taken those courses before. Before Kaplan, I heard they're like okay. Some of the courses that you take through other test prep companies, sometimes they use questions that that they made up, not actual prep test questions, like this book has here. And they have like some of them last 12 weeks, some of them last 15 weeks, the courses and things like that. Some people I know, they said they it didn't prepare them accurately. It didn't prepare them enough for the LSAT, for the law school admissions test. So I know some people have done other things. I hope y'all can see me okay. Other what do you call it? Some people have done like other things to prepare, like they did like the 7 Sage, that website. A lot of people say that's very helpful. I was looking at some of their courses. I know they have a course, it's like $170 some for I believe 6 weeks, and then they have other courses as well. Some of those courses can be expensive from other companies. Those courses can range from $500 to $3,000. Yeah, guys, that's a lot. So yeah, so it's interesting how like courses go about. I know I talked to one young lady who was in her last year of law school, and she was telling me she took like the Kaplan course, and she made like a 155. I believe that's what she told me, a 155 on her LSAT. And she felt that it was an okay course, but I guess she felt it could have been a little bit better, I guess, or and then other people said the same thing about other prep test companies. Everybody's different though. Just because one test company or course doesn't work for one person, that doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. So everybody's different. Just keep that in mind. I want to put that disclaimer out there for y'all. So yeah. And then as far as law school essentials, there's torts. I know I was in like the bookstore a couple of months ago, and I bought like the torts, like outlining information, and you can get that from Amazon too. It's like a little plastic pamphlet, and it comes in different like subjects and things like that. But that one was geared towards torts, and for like outlining and things like that, y'all can go on Amazon and look for books as far as that is concerned. And then also, guys, let me just show y'all. Okay, the back of this book, it says the LSAT preparation. It says the LSAT preparation that really counts, including 10 authentic review tests. The half-day standardized LSAT is a key factor in your admission to law school. Before you take the test, you need to be prepared for and familiar with the kinds of questions that will be asked, and you must have accurate, up-to-date information about categories of questions, scoring strategies. The experts of the Law School Admissions Council cover all these essentials and more. And this is the same book I just showed y'all earlier in the video. It says discover the best advice about guessing on test questions, proven test taking strategies, recommended approaches to analytical reasoning, logical reasoning, and reading comprehension questions. What law schools look for on your writing sample. Yes, guys. Now, I mentioned this before. I'm going to kind of like pause right here. I mentioned this before. Now, the writing sample, it's not scored, but you want to do well on it. You don't want to just say, oh, well, the writing sample is not scored. I'm going to just put whatever. No, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure your answer is thorough. You want to have it thought through. Although it's 35 minutes, that particular section 2, you still, you want to be quick in writing your answer, but you still want to be thorough. And why? Because typically the writing sample gives you, and I'll just put this camera down right quick, guys. Typically let me just tell y'all right quick. Typically the writing sample of the test, typically you just want to make sure that with that particular writing sample, you just want to make sure, typically they give you a situation, and they give you, for instance, I'm going to just give y'all an example. Let's say that there's an area in town. Let's say there's a town that wants to build a new museum, and there are people that are against this museum being built, and there are people that are for this museum being built, and it's a polarizing issue. Okay, on one hand, this museum, because of like admission costs and more visitors will come to the town, people want it. They're like, yeah, I want that museum to come. And then other people do not want that museum to come because as far as like when the town is using that money, the town government will, in order to finance the building for this big museum project, they would need to raise taxes. So, just an example, that's the whole situation. One side is for the building, the other side is not for this museum. You got to pick which side are you on? Are you on the side that says yes, build it because we'll get more visitors to the area, or you're with no, don't build it because it's going to raise our taxes? So with me, how I would like write that particular essay for the writing sample, I would say that I'm gonna just move the camera a little bit. I'm at one of the universities, guys. Yeah, it's so pretty. I'm outside, the sun is out, and it's just pretty. But going back to the question, how I would answer it, I would say, hey, although you're it's gonna cost more money, for us taxes, it's going to be taxes up front, that the taxes going to go up. Look how many visitors and revenue, the meals tax revenue from those visitors, how much it's going to help local businesses. I will go that route. I'll tell what the benefits are for this museum to come. That's how I would answer the writing sample. So yeah, and I'll address the other side. I'll say, oh yeah, it will cost, the taxes will go up, but however, in the long term, years and years to come, this museum will be good because it'll bring in more money for local businesses, because those visitors to the museum will not only spend their money at the museum in admission costs, they will visit the local shops, whether it's antique shops. They will go visit also, as far as bringing in tourism dollars, they'll go to local restaurants, to bring in more money, because local restaurants, there's the meals tax and there's more revenue that way. So yeah, guys, that's how I would answer that writing sample. So yeah, and then I want to discuss some more things as far as like the LSAT is concerned in this video. So stick with me till the end, guys. Okay, I'm about to move the camera again. So hey guys, I'm back. But as far as like the LSAT and things are concerned, hold on 1 second, guys. My timer like dropped. I should drop that timer. Oh yeah, also guys, another essential of law school, outlining. Make sure you read up on books about outlining for law school. You want to get a planner, and the planner can be like a detailed one. It can be similar to like this. This is one of my planners, and there's a lot of room where you can write down what you need to do for the day and that sort of thing. So yeah, so you can see that. Also guys, I haven't never purchased the Aaron Audron planner, but I heard that's a pretty good planner as well. A lot of people talk about that planner here on YouTube, and I'll leave information down below in the description box about that particular planner. I actually did a video on that planner where I talked about law school and things like that. Just I'll leave a link down below. Hopefully I remember. If I don't remember, just type in planner in my search on my channel, and it'll come up. So also guys, I wanted to do this video outside. As y'all already know, I'm still using the $18 Walmart camera, and it works better outside. It's like the quality is not very, very good at all in the inside, so that's why I'm outside. Thank goodness the sun is out and things like that. So I'm using this real little camera. It's called the Jazz HDB 140 video recorder, HD recorder. It was only $18 at Walmart. I noticed it's on Amazon for only $12, But yeah, I'm still using that camera. But I'm gonna read the front part of this book. Y'all can see. It says, use the only official LSAT preparation. Practice on genuine LSAT questions from the test itself. Target specific categories for intense review. Learn proven test-taking strategies for each question type. Get maximum exposure to the comparative reading questions. Now, I don't know if y'all heard about the book called The Duck That Won the Lottery. I've read most of that book. I haven't read all of it. And speaking of like books, guys, the books that I mentioned in the video and other videos here on my channel, you can actually, if you can't afford these books, like the Duck That Won the Lottery, or some other like books for preparing for law school and that sort of thing, or law school books, what you can do is go to your local library and get an interlibrary loan, and you know, just go get an interlibrary loan. Most of the times what an interlibrary loan is, if your local library doesn't have their book, what they can do is find out what books in whatever state you're in. They can get books from other areas, other cities, and things like that, to see if they have it. If they have it, they can loan it to you for about 3 weeks to a month. And that's what I did when I when I got the book, The Duck That Won the Lottery. I had an interlibrary loan, and most of the times I know in my area it's only $2 for that. Okay, you can't beat it. It's still paying $10, $15, $20, $30 for a book. You can get it from the library, use it for 3 weeks to a month, depending on what location. I've even seen books, you know, last a little bit longer than a month alone, you know, and it's still $2. So yeah, guys, look into that. And then also, guys, I also have diagramming information here on my channel about diagramming for the analytical section, and how you diagram and that sort of thing. And also, guys, I have some books on Amazon. If you look by my name, Alicia Menzie, which is my channel name, you can check out those books about law school and the LSAT and that sort of thing. Make sure you check out those books. Some of them are ebooks, some of them are paperback books. So check out those books. I give tips and things like that about the LSAT. Oh yeah, and check out my video about my LSAT score as well. So yeah, guys, hold on 1 second. So yeah, like I said, this is the timer again. Situation. And also there's other things I want to talk about in this video. Also, you might want to get a snack right quick or something, because the video is already like going on 24 minutes long. So yeah, hold on 1 second. So yeah, guys, you want to highlight certain things in the books and things like that, and highlight. I'm gonna go over diagramming with y'all right quick for the logic games. I know for as logic games can be a challenge. They can seem really hard, but they don't have to be. They can be easy. So let me just give y'all an example. I'm gonna do like a test example, like 5 college students. Let's say 5 college students. Y'all can see that, are scheduled to take a test on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, that's 5 and 5. 5 students and 5 days in the week. Okay. Now, the students tweet about the test on different days. Okay. There are 5 students. I'm going to come up with some names. There's John, Linda, Sherry, Tamika, and Alicia. Alright. So, you do the diagram like this. Hope y'all can see that. And there is John, Linda, Sam, Tamika, and Alicia. Okay, John tweets about the test on Wednesday. So you will put W right here for John. You'll diagram it like this. And make sure y'all read up on different logic game types like basic linear and advanced linear games and things like that, so y'all can figure out how you want to diagram. Everybody diagrams differently. I know Power Score, I like their diagramming. It's very specific. I've tried to follow other diagrams by other like test prep companies, and it was like kind of confusing. Everybody's different though. Like what I find confusing, you might find easy and things like that not confusing at all. So make sure you find out which diagramming method works for you. So yeah, you just make sure when you write diagram it like that. And then also, guys, I'm gonna say Linda tweets about the test on Tuesday, like that. Okay. All right. Sam tweets about the test on Monday. Okay. Tom and Alicia tweet about the test at the same time, but they do not tweet about the test the same day that John does. So you already know that John tweets about the test on Wednesday, so it's not possible that they tweet about the test on Wednesday. So what you would do is write a W and then you slash it through like that. So meaning that they're not, so you know it either has to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday that they tweet about the test. So you read the other stipulations. It will say Tom or Tamika does not tweet about the test on Friday. That's another slash. So you know Tom has to tweet about the test either on Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday. So it'll give you another clue. Tom does not tweet about the test the same day as Sam. Sam tweets about the test on Monday, so you slash that through. So Tom can only tweet about the test either on Tuesday or Thursday. Then they say Alicia tweets about the test on Thursday. Well, you write Thursday above Alicia's little initial right there. Y'all can see that. And then, so you know that Tom has to, or Tamika, whoever you want to call it, has to have that test, has to tweet about that test on Tuesday. And you can put it in like that. So the answer questions will ask, just for example, what day does Tom tweet about the test? Monday, answer choice A. Answer choice B, Tuesday. Answer choice C, Wednesday. Well, you know answer choice A, A is wrong. So you go with B, the correct answer. So yeah, that's how it will look for its diagramming in the answer choices too, guys. So yeah, just make sure you know, and that's the easy way to do the logic game diagramming and that sort of thing. So yeah, as far as the Law School Admissions Council website. Make sure you check their website often because they have different newsletters on their website as well. Just make sure you check that out. So what else I want to go over? Yeah, like I said, you check out the Law School Admissions Council website often, because they have like newsletters, they have updated information about test dates and test changes. Like this year, which is 2018, they added another test. There will be a test instead of just having that one test in the summer, that June test. They will have a July test, so which is really great. And then also they have updated information about tests in 2019, and of course, you know, they have test updates a year in advance. So you want to see 2020 test updates, 2021 test updates, 2022 updates. You know, just get those updates and things like that, which are beneficial, guys. So yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel for updates and things like that. I'm gonna read the introduction of this. It says, read the comprehension questions. Law school work often requires reading 2 or more texts in conjunction with each other and understanding their relationships. For example, a law student may read a trial court decision together with an appellate court decision that overturns it, or identify the fact pattern with hypothetical suit together with the potentially controlling case law. It says in this book, it says, sets with 2 passages are a variant of reading comprehension called comparative reading, which was introduced in June 2007 for the law school admissions test. I'm just reading some background information about the law school admissions test and that sort of thing. And it gives you examples for the introduction for like the test. It says, respond to the specific question being asked. Do not pick an answer choice simply because it is a true statement. For example, picking a true statement might yield an incorrect answer to a question in which you are asked to identify an author's position on an issue, since you are being asked to evaluate the truth of the author's position, but only to correctly identify what that position is. So yeah.